Hey guys, welcome to Monday Club. I'm Gus Davis.
I'm Peter Bois.
TGIM. That's right. Forget Friday, forget Saturday, forget Sunday. It is Monday. Monday is the new weekend, and we are here to party it up with you. Welcome to the Monday Club. Oh, yeah! What's up, everybody in podcast world? This is Gus Davis, along with me, as always, my cohort in crime, Mr. Peter Bois. We have an amazing show for you guys today. We cheers to smooth criminals. I rant about the United States healthcare system. Really, it just screwed me out of a lot of money. We talk about false alarms with the Hawaiian Missile Crisis. Our dirty little football quiz continues. We get to laugh at other people's kids on an airplane. That was fun. Gus hits a new high in his performing career by performing at the Econo Lodge. And, of course, this week's Teachable Moments. Stick around for the Monday Club.
Hey!
Cheers!
Celebrate! It's Monday!
What's up, man? How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty damn well. Hey, Monday Clubbers out there, I just want to go ahead and just say that if it sounds weird this week, I am in a Comfort Inn and Suites and in the middle of nowhere, Arkansas. So if it cuts out or it acts weird, my apologies up front.
So far, Arkansas has pretty great internet. Their broadband speeds look pretty crisp. I'm happy to say.
It's really nice when you actually get into a hotel. It's like when I get to a hotel, all I want is for there to be fast internet, a plug by my bed, and a shower that doesn't give me gonorrhea herpes. It's like it doesn't seem that much to ask.
Gonorrhea herpes. I think I had that once.
Oh my God, you need all the aspirin, man.
Oh man, I'm so happy it's Monday.
Me too. It's good to see you.
You can relax on a Monday.
First of all, I guess for anyone who's listening out there, congratulations on surviving Ice Apocalypse Round 2 for the snows and the Arctic weather and the Arctic cyclone and the bombs and whatnot. It's been gnarly out there, dude.
Yeah, it's been freezing, and today we got another 6 to 8 inches up here in Maine. And,
yeah, you did.
I still haven't shoveled, so I'll do that tomorrow.
Oh, well, sorry.
Maybe.
Well, anyway, for all of our Monday Clubbers out there, we hope you were safe and warm and dry and got to get out of work or school or any of the other things for the crazy cold snap here.
Yeah, I've been keeping myself entertained with your Reddit posts and recommendations and laughing my ass off at this latest one.
So before we move into the cheers of the week, I have to say that Reddit hurt my feelings the other day.
What did it do to you?
Okay, so Monday Clubbers out there, you know how much I'm on Reddit. I get all of our funny cheers of the weeks from Reddit. Well, I was on Reddit and I saw a post on Reddit that was somebody asking about what podcast they should listen to, and I wrote in super quick, and I made this great post and plea for everyone on Reddit to come and listen to Monday Club, and I hit send, and I got an automatic reply back that was like, hey, you're not cool enough on Reddit yet to post this kind of stuff, so we just deleted your thing. I know, I was like, come on!
You have to have street cred for Reddit?
You have to have cred, yeah. You have to have, karma cred on Reddit to actually post on some people's subreddits. Anyway, it hurt my feelings, because I straight up was... I was like, yes, this is finally working for me, and then, nope, not cool enough yet.
That sucks.
So Reddit, I have beef with you. You should know how much stuff we post from your website onto our Monday Club.
Yeah, if anyone knows how to get street cred on Red, hey, that was pretty good. Read it. Let Gus know.
Yeah, please do. All right, man. So this week we have a pretty funny cheers of the week, Monday Clubbers. Here's the deal. This was found on Reddit, so I guess I can steal from Reddit, but I just can't post on Reddit. Here's what happens. It's a security camera video that is pointed at an ATM. And it shows a guy that's at the ATM and he's doing his thing, and a shady-looking character comes up behind him and reaches into his pocket, which his wallet is sticking out of, and snatches his wallet. He just straight up pickpockets him right there. And I straight up thought of Dan Martin right there. I was like, hey, that's like what Dan does at malls. And then he's like, hey, man, you dropped this, right?
And then I was a kid, so you can't be mad at me.
Right.
That's my Italian Dan Martin.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
So he steals the guy's wallet and he puts it in his pocket, and he's like kind of looking around to make sure nobody catches him. And then he looks up and he sees the security camera is right there and it's blinking, it's on. And so he's like, oh crap. And so he takes the wallet and he drops it on the ground and he like apologizes to the camera. he's like putting his hands together. He's like, hey, look, do you see? Like, I don't have it anymore. It's on the ground. And then he taps the guy at the ATM and points it out. He's like, hey, man, I think your wallet fell down on the ground. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
And then the guy picks it up and thanks him for finding his wallet, which he put on the ground.
Right, but it's so funny because the guy's face, he knows he got caught, and he just keeps apologizing to the security camera, and then he keeps like, he's like, oh, you see, he's like trying to mime, like, you see, it's all good, it's right here. It was really funny. This guy is super shady, and not only is he super shady, but he's shady and he knows he's shady. Like, there's some people who are out there that just straight up don't care, right? Like, I saw another video of a guy who stole one of the what are those things called? Like the cars, the bait cars, right? Like the cars that the cops leave around for people to steal, and they have all the tracking stuff in there, and they can shut them down. Yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
I've never known
they
that.
have bait cars. Yeah.
Huh. And they just leave them wide open, and
they leave them with the keys in it, and there's cops watching it, and it has security cameras inside the car so that they can just catch car thieves, right? Anyway, there was this guy that I saw that on a video that stole a bait car, and as he's driving through, people were like his friends are like, dude, that's a bait car, and he's like, I know, whatever, I know. And the cops find him, and he just gets out of the car with his hands up, and they're like, I mean, you stole the bait car, and he's like, I know, but it was really fun. Like, there's some people who just don't care. This guy clearly knows that he's doing something shady and steals the wallet and then tries to get out of it by apologizing to the camera.
I almost feel like it was an impulse for him. Like, he didn't come here to steal this guy's wallet, but it was like hanging out of his jacket pocket, so juicy for him. He's just kind of snatched it and then realized, wait a second, someone's watching me.
Dude,
no.
So I gotta say, I have never intentionally stolen someone's wallet or anything like that. But with as much travel as I do, there are lots of times where I've seen stuff and be like, man, if I was an evil person, like, there's so much stuff I would just take advantage of. You know? Does that happen to you?
Yeah, the opportunities are endless when you're on the road. Just money hanging out of people's pockets, or wide open backpacks when you're in line in the airport. Yeah.
So. It's actually kind of amazing that at airports, like, there's not one guy that doesn't get to the carousel first and just take 6 bags and link them all together and just roll out. You know, I mean, it's kind of amazing that doesn't happen.
You take the most expensive one, the one that with the shiny silver border and the black with the ATA cases with expensive equipment in it.
Right. I mean, it's amazing that the honor system works there. Though I did see an airport where I think I was in Atlanta, and there was a lady there one lady whose job was to work 4 carousels. So already her job sucks, right? But she was trying to get everyone to show her their claim ticket at 4 different carousels that were active with bags on. Right,
and match claim tickets to their bags
to match.
I've never been to an airport that actually checks that.
Yeah. Well, she got the short straw of the week because she was running back and forth and trying to flag people down and be like, sir, you can't take your bag yet. I got to see your thing. And meanwhile, 12 other people have gotten bags from 2 or 3 other carousels and were taken off. Anyway, she was just yelling and screaming the whole time. But
sounds like the receipt checker at Sam's Club when. At BJ's. That's all there. Clip. You're good. Punch it. You're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I go to Fry's, and I think Fry's, they make you show your receipt no matter what you got, and so and like everybody has to show the receipt to walk out of Fry's. And anyway, it's those guys annoy me, and I think James and I were actually talking today. It's like I don't think they actually have power to arrest you. So if you just want to just chuck the deuce and just keep walking, it's not like they're going to slide tackle you. Like, what are they going to do?
Yeah. Punch you?
Annoy you all the way to the car? I don't know.
Unlike the Home Depot, I'll walk out of there and things will be beeping and stuff like that, and I'll just keep walking. No one comes after me.
Yeah, I've had
Sirens
some
are going
times at certain stores where I was like, man, is this racist? Why you're flagging me down? But I got to say, the Home Depot, man, like. Every time it's ever beeped, like they just wave you through. They're like, "We don't care. we don't care." Do you have a tractor in your pocket? No, then you're good. Get out of here.
Yeah. I stole 5 screws.
Yeah, we don't. We seriously do not care.
Yeah. So, cheers to the almost honest thief of the week, because you made
Cheers
a hilarious
to you,
Reddit. I bought a special beer for tonight. I bought Atlantic Brewing Company. They're from Bar Harbor, Maine. It is their blueberry ale, and it is delicious. If you're from Maine or know about Maine, you know Maine has the best blueberries in the world, Maine wild blueberries. They're tiny little blueberries that grow wild in power lines and low to the ground, and you can pick them, and obviously, they're just... They've got like the flavor of 10 huge blueberries you find at the grocery store. So it's pretty amazing. I've been to this brewery too in Bar Harbor last summer, and it was pretty awesome. We just sat at the counter sipping beers all afternoon. It was good.
Dude, so this is a Yankee question to ask, I guess, but do people that you know say Bahaba?
No. I mean, you have to go down east. The weird thing about Maine, going down east means going northeast.
My brain just hurt. What do you mean?
So Maine is kind of shaped like a weird diamond, kind of like. So you got the coast.
I wish you
here.
could see what Pete's fingers look like.
It's kind of like that.
Maine's shaped like this.
It's kind of like that. And so I'm like way down here, and you have to like go up here and then like down. So that's like down east.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're following this. But down east is north of here. And in down east, that's where the true Mainers lie. And they talk Bahaba and Augai, and they're very the Maina way and the Maina talking. I can't even do it anymore. I used to have a Maine accent when I growing up.
Do you have any weird words, like weird Maine words? Like, for example, I'll let you think, because I had family in Pittsburgh, and in Pittsburgh they say pop instead of soda, but they also said suck broom.
Suck broom? For a vacuum?
Yeah, for a vacuum cleaner. Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah, they were like, get the suck broom. And I was like, I don't know. I know both of those words, but I don't know them when they're together. I don't know what you're asking me.
I don't I spent the first few years of my life in Rhode Island, and they definitely have some. In Rhode Island, they call the water fountains. They're called bubblers.
Yeah. What?
Bubblers, yeah.
What?
So I grew up, and I still say bubbler every time I need to go get to the bubbler.
Wait, is that a real thing?
Yeah. That's how I learned what a water fountain is. When drinking water fountain. I need to go to the bubbler, get a drink.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Well, Monday Clubbers out there, if you have any words that you grew up and you learned later were a lie, please send them in to us. You can find us at where, Pete?
MondayClubPodcast@gmail.com. Oh, here's another one. What do you call? What is your word for the wireless device that changes the channel on your TV?
Oh, you mean the remote control, obviously.
Oh, you mean the clicker. You mean the clicker. Did you know this?
No.
You didn't know this? That is called the clicker. Because
What?
Yeah, when you The old ones used to click, I guess.
Oh
You
my
change
God.
your channel.
It's amazing.
Pass me the clicker.
This is real. This is real talk, Monday Club. It is honest to God amazing that we are all part of the same country. Like that we all agree that we're from the United States of America and that we're Americans, because there is so much that is different from one place to another. Like a clicker to someone in California is the thing you use to train dogs.
Yeah. Well, where I grew up, it changed the channel on the TV.
It's so weird, man. Oh God, Please write in if you have any other colloquial or local type of things that you grew up thinking were one thing and you learned later was a lie.
What are you drinking, man? What's on the bar?
I kind of forgot that we hadn't gotten there.
That's why I'm here, man.
Today. Yeah, way to be on it. So today I am drinking, James and I are traveling together in the Arctic tundra, and we stopped off at a redneck liquor store, but we found one of his favorites. It's called Four Roses. It's a single batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And it is really good. I'm just drinking it straight up. I'm trying to be classy, so I put it in the ice bucket, but we are drinking it out of plastic cups because that's all that this hotel has.
Comfort Inn's finest.
Plastic. Yeah, only the finest china. So yeah, this is Four Roses, and it's really good. It's really
nice.
good.
I can tell by yours and James' rosy cheeks.
Yeah, we're a little toasty.
Oh man! Well, thank you guys so much for listening to Monday Club and being part of the club. We love you all. Thanks for telling your friends about us. Give us a little love on iTunes, a little rating and review. Help spread the word about what we're doing. The more of you guys out there, the longer we are able to do this. You can check us out on Spotify. The podcast is up there too, and YouTube. We have the podcast up there with also a 20-minute video highlight. And if you go to MondayClubPodcast.com, you find all of our social media, and you can email us questions, comments, concerns, buy us a drink via PayPal at MondayClubPodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, guys, if any of you are actually on Reddit and want to post on the subreddit of podcasts that Monday Club is fun to listen to, please don't be shy. Look, we also have some really exciting news of fellow Monday Clubber Nate Staniforth. His book is finally out, and we've just got our copies delivered to us, which means that a couple of you out there are getting your very own free book from Monday Club, but also, Nate, congrats, man. That deserves a round of applause.
That is huge. I got mine in today. I opened it up, and I was pretty pumped that I was like, I know the guy who wrote this real book. So that just bumped its way up my reading list. I'm in the middle of the biography Bruce Springsteen, and sorry, Bruce, you're going back on the shelf till I'm done this one.
That's awesome, man. Recently, we're driving for hours and hours, and I had a fantasy of writing a book. And I'd really like to at some point in time try to write a book. But then I remembered that Nate's book just came out, and all. Like, do you remember when Nate started this book? Like, he was young. He was. You remember? It was like 3 years ago, and he's like, I think I'm going to write a book. And we're like, cool, man. He's like, yeah, I mean, it just takes 6 to 9 months. It shouldn't be that bad. And then it took him 3.5 years to get it out, and I've just seen the guy lately. Like, he's just stressed about it and all that. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of commitment.
Yeah, you look at pictures before you started writing. It's like being the president. You look at pictures of Obama before he was in office and after. He's like aged 50 years and 8 years.
Yeah, he goes from afro to Samuel L. Jackson real quick.
Yeah. And his jump shot isn't so jumpy anymore.
Not so jumpy anymore. Yeah. Look, man, so I want to talk real quick. Speaking of Obama and Obamacare, nice transition, bud. I had a recent thing. A few weeks ago, we were on Monday Club. I told you guys that Bryce was about to have surgery. I got a report on how that went, okay? So here's how it went down. Bryce has what's called an umbilical hernia, which basically means he has an outie belly button, okay? But it started hurting him a couple of months ago, and so we took him to the doctor, and the doctor said, yeah, look, it's probably time to just go ahead and get this fixed. And so he gave our primary care doctor gave his sign-off on, yep, go to this surgery place, this hospital. These are the pediatric surgeons. These are the people that you want to schedule with. We'll go ahead and do the referral. It's all good. Schedule his appointment. So over the Christmas break, we went ahead and scheduled that doctor's appointment, or the surgery, and we scheduled it specifically so that when Bryce had his surgery, he had a couple of days to recover, and then he could go back to school, and everything was all good. All right? About 3 days before the surgery was supposed to happen, I started getting worried. Like, nobody had called me and said, hey, he shouldn't eat after midnight, or here's what the recovery times is going to be, or anything like that. And the day before his surgery, I was pissed, man, and I called the surgery place, and I was like, hey, like, what the hell? Nobody's called me to check in and see what's up with this surgery. And they were like, oh, yeah, so because he's never had surgery here, he's got to see the surgeon first, and the surgeon has got to the surgeon's got to approve his surgery. So even though he's already gone to a doctor, he's got to see a surgeon, which later on I thought about it, and I get, right? If I was going to do something for somebody, I'd want to double check and make sure that everything was cool before I just see them on the operating table. But they should have said something about it.
Yeah, they should have.
Right?
They should have given you a heads up. There should have been a little packet about it, maybe. I think some literature.
Exactly. Especially when I went to all the trouble of scheduling it, and I was very clear with my words. I was like, so this is when his surgery is going to be, right? And they were like, yes.
What?
So
wow,
they
that's
lied
crazy.
To me. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, it was. I was pissed. Anyway, a couple of hours before I was to take him to the doctor's office, the doctor's office or the surgeon office called, and they said, hey, so just so you know, this visit that's not going to be the surgery is going to cost anywhere between $60 and $599. So somewhere in there.
So what do? Put it on a Wheel of Fortune wheel and just spin to figure
it's
out
funny
how
that you say that. It's funny you say that because here's how it went down. Because I asked, I was like, well, how do I get the $60 version? And they were like, it's all up to the doctor. So I go in early to the doctor's office and fill out all the paperwork, and apparently this is how it all works, like for everybody who was in there, because I saw everybody with the same sheet, because I guess everybody has the deductible insurance, right? But for when you have a deductible, the doctor has a sheet of paper in front of him that has a list of like 6 or 7 different fees. It goes like $60, $75, $85, $120, $230, $390, $599, right? And so it just has those list of prices on this green piece of paper.
You know what, though? That
right?
is actually very rare that you get prices at a doctor's office. I don't think I've ever known what my visit's going to cost before I step in that office.
I mean, I guess I appreciate that I know that I'm going to get bent over the barrel for one of these prices, right? So it's going to be it's not a complete surprise, but you don't know. Anyway, so I was pissed about this whole thing, and so when the doctor walked in, I had my phone out and I hit start on my stopwatch, right? On the clock. So I hit start, and he asked us some questions, asked if Bryce is allergic to any kind of medication, feels around on his belly, listens to his heart, and then he gets up and leaves, and he's like, all right, well, I'll send the person who schedules the actual surgery in here. I hit stop on my stopwatch. It was 11 minutes and 21 seconds. Okay? 11 minutes and 21 seconds. When I got up when we're done, and I got up and I paid for the doctor's visit, the second doctor's visit of this whole thing, he had circled $230 for us to be in there for 11 minutes and 21 seconds.
All right.
And I was like,
$230.
I already did. I'll save you the time. It's basically $22 a minute.
Wow. Yep, that's pretty much what I got right there.
It was insane. And so anyway, so I've paid. Not only did I pay for that, but I had to pay for our primary care to get referred to this surgeon, right? So we're already in the hole like $500 before we even do this surgery, which now he can't do until March something.
Oh,
So
damn.
anyway, yeah, the whole thing was just freaking annoying. And Monday Clubbers out there, I'm sure a lot of you have the deductible insurance and you feel my pain. Not only all that, but of course all of this happens in January of 2018. So I got nothing, man. Like I haven't even bought aspirin so far.
You know what they're trying to do? They're
so.
trying to get the surgery to be free for you. So they're trying to get you to hit your deductible before the surgery, so you can
as soon as possible.
So as soon as you go into surgery, surgery's free. I already hit my deductible. I'm good to go.
Look at that! This $87,000 umbilical hernia surgery was only $40. Yay! The doctor's visits though, that was $2,500.
Yep. See, it's all about the bright side.
Anyway,
that
that's right.
sucks, bro.
So any of you. Yeah, it does. Any of you Monday Clubbers who are out there who are in med school, cheers to you. Please donate back.
Oh, man. Oh, health insurance. That's a different podcast and a lot more of these.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it is.
Oh, man.
Hey, so we should totally talk about this Hawaiian missile crisis that happened.
Yeah.
It was only a missile crisis for like 20 minutes, but holy crap, man. Did you see all
I
this?
pretty much saw it after the fact on Twitter. And it was, at first I thought, what, this is a hoax. This didn't happen. What's going on? And, more articles and things came out about it. And the more I read, I was like, holy shit. Imagine getting an alert on your phone from the emergency broadcast system that there was going to be a ballistic missile shot where you are, and you had like 10 minutes to find cover. Like, what the fuck? That's so crazy.
Right.
I would go.
Right.
I would,
okay.
I don't know what I would do. I'd
dig
a hole
man.
and bury myself in it.
Starting after the elections of last year happened, I went ahead and got the AP mobile to send me notifications, right? So I thought
you were going to say
updates all the time.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say I got a bomb shelter. After last year's elections, I got myself a bomb shelter.
Listen, if podcasting paid, maybe maybe I would. Anyway, I got the AP mobile app so that it would send me updates in case something like this actually happened, right? And so I'm on the road, and I get an emergency update, and the update says Hawaii is taking shelter because of imminent incoming missiles. And I was like, holy crap, it's happening! It's happening right now! It's, that's because then the retaliation missiles fire, and then everything starts glowing.
Yeah.
That's the end of the world,
10,000 years
right?
hibernation for these places.
There you go, right? Like the Fallout game is an actual real thing. Anyway, I was freaking out, and I have a couple of friends that live in Hawaii, and I have a couple of friends that are from Hawaii whose I know their family is there, and I was freaking out for about 5 minutes, which is a lot shorter than a lot of the time that those people were freaking out, right? Anyway, after about 5 minutes, I get an update, and it's like a huge in all caps. The missile crisis is not an actual thing. It was a mistake. The wrong thing went out. We apologize. It's not real. Don't worry. Right?
Yeah.
But I saw videos online of people who were taking their kids, and they had taken a manhole cover off of the sewers in Hawaii and were like dropping their kids down in the sewers.
I saw that too.
And kissing them goodbye, and like stay alive in the sewers, and like throwing them down. Like, holy crap, man. Like, my heart broke for those people, because I know what that's like. Like, I can picture in my head what it's like to just think to yourself, well, the best thing I can do is to get my kids as low as possible, like as underground as possible.
Yeah, is that a good? Are the sewers a good place for a nuclear fallout?
No, you're gonna die.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're totally going to die.
Yeah. Well, that was my question. I guess you're all screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I'd do? I'd go to the top
screwed.
of a building maybe to see the missile coming in and just kind of toast. Monday Club.
Yeah, I think Viva la Monday Club. Yeah, I think that's what I would do too. Today we were talking about it on the road, and James was telling me that there's a bomb. I think it's a Soviet Union bomb called La Bomba.
What?
And it is
like the song?
It is like no, it's a bomb. It's a nuclear bomb.
Yeah,
and
like
it
la
is
la la bomba,
like that. Right. It is like the mushroom cloud and the fallout of it is so much bigger than the bombs that we dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki that on a size comparison chart, you can't see the bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Like it's insanely big, and
oh my God.
if that drops anywhere in the continental United States, like the blast radius and the fallout of it is insane. Anyway, not to scare anybody, but like it just got me thinking. It was like, yeah, if you got that warning, there's absolutely nothing you could do about it. Like nothing.
Yeah. So if you so they said once you get that warning, you have approximately 10 minutes before the missile
I think it's
actually hits?
10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. Yeah.
So if you had 15 minutes to live, what would you be doing?
I think I don't know, man. Like I would be terrified if I was home and I was with my family. I think I would sit around and we would play Uno.
Ah, that's a good way to go out, man.
yeah, man. I think I would sit around and play Uno and have a drink and let my kid have a sip and just I'd still put my draw four down and try to win, and then there would be a bright flash and that would be it, man.
That's a poetic way to go out.
What about you?
Yeah, I guess if I was home, I definitely just would kind of be trying to tickle my son.
Yeah.
If he says stop, I'm like, no, can't stop. He's too young to play, otherwise I'd totally steal that.
The other thing we were talking about, which I think would be even worse, is if we were on the road and we found out that missiles were coming in to where we actually lived to our house, but we weren't there. That would be like, I don't think I could deal. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm on the road and there's a big storm at home, all shit hits the fan. Like just snow is a pain in the ass when I'm not around. So I couldn't imagine. Yeah, this is a sad conversation.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do a cheers then to make it better. Here's to you, Hawaii, for not getting exploded.
Yeah, I have yet to visit you. So stick around until I get to grace your beautiful beaches.
Oh, God. Oh, man, that's a lot of whiskey.
Should we do some football?
Let's do it.
Prepare yourself for the Dirty Little Football Quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patriots have beaten the Titans. Woo! Yes.
That was one of my teams.
Oh, really? Well, they're out.
Yeah.
You lose.
That's right. I don't, because I think the Vikings are in it.
Oh, the Vikings is running. They could be in the Super Bowl.
That was one of my teams.
They could be in the big kahuna.
I know.
Yes, so the Patriots beat the Titans on Saturday night in a wonderful football game that was exciting to watch. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to the Steelers lost. I was looking forward to the Patriots playing the Steelers, but now they move on to, they have to play, holy crap, who beat the Steelers? Oh, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Sunday night,
I'm pretty sure they're going to roll over the Jaguars, but I'm really hoping that it ends up with the Patriots, who was your only pick, and the Vikings, which was one of my 5 picks in the Super Bowl, because then basically I think the Super Bowl Monday Club will just be tweets and emails and texts back and forth from me to you of who's winning in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, did we ever decide on a wager?
Care. Yeah, we did. We decided that if whoever lost, that Monday Club fans get to decide what our punishment is for losing.
Ah, all right.
With minimal nudity.
So you heard it, Monday Clubbers. Start thinking about what one of us will be doing on Super Bowl Monday Club. Super Bowl Monday Club!
Super Bowl Monday Club!
Yes!
It's going to be great. I'm so excited. Super Monday. All right, well, that's a thing that everyone can look forward to. Okay, guys, listen, it is time for our dirty little football quiz. Here's the way this works. We know a lot of you don't come here for your football needs. There's lots of sports podcasts that you can look for, but what we did decide is we want to support Pete and his undying love of the New England Patriots. So we discovered that a lot of the terminology that is used in football is the same terminology that is used in erotic fiction. I'm going to read 3 erotic fiction quotes to Pete. His job is to identify the word that is football-related, to define that word, and then to replace that word in the erotic fiction with the football term. If he can do that 2 out of 3 times, we're going to buy one of you Monday Clubbers out there a free drink. So, Pete, you ready to play, man?
All right, let's do it. I'm getting sad. We're getting down to the end of this thing, so I'm gonna savor every moment of dirty little football quiz.
Yeah, me too. I got to tell you, though, as much as I enjoy finding these dirty little football quiz quotes, there's times when I have to find these quotes while I'm like on airplanes or in like public restrooms and stuff like that. It's just really awkward. So anyway, here we go, man. Your first quote is this. "Hands off my head," she chastised playfully. "I know what I'm doing."
Oh, I wonder what position she's in at that point. I'm gonna go with hands. No.
It's part of it.
I shall go with hands off.
Hands off is a correct answer, man. Good job.
Thank you very much.
Can you define it?
A handoff is when the quarterback gives the ball to the running back, hands it off to him for a running play.
Yeah, you know what? That's a totally fine definition. A handoff, a move in which a player transfers the ball to another player, and the receiving player takes possession of the ball before it leaves the hands of the giver. Thus, the ball is never in flight.
But
yeah, you gave the spirit of the definition. All right, can you replace it in the sentence?
Yes. A move where one player gives the ball to another, but it never is in the air. It passes from one person to another, and then they run with it. Off my head, she chastised playfully. I know what I'm doing.
There you go. Good job. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. All right, here you go. Here's your next one. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I'm saying this on the radio. All right. "Getting hard counts as being turned on at the strip club," Lacey screamed in the back of the limo.
Ooh, I'm going with hard count.
Hard count is a correct answer.
That's a good one.
Job.
Wait.
It was good.
The emphasis, you did the right emphasis too to try to throw me for a loop.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Hard count is when a quarterback. It's the hard count is when a quarterback is under center and he's ready to receive the ball, but he's trying to make the defense jump offside with a hard count. So
that's good. Good enough, man. Yeah, that's right. Strategy commonly used by offenses to convert on 4th down and less than 5 yards to go, an offense will take time off the clock, and the quarterback will do different cadences to try to get the defense to jump.
Getting the quarterback to do different cadences to try to get the defense to jump is being turned on at the strip club. Lacey screamed from the back of the limo.
That's correct. Apparently, Lacey works for ESPN. Good job, Lacey. All right, man. All right, to go for perfect, I found this off of the Dave Matthews song called "Crash Into Me." All right, so some of you
Dave Matthews.
millennials might remember the song from Dave Matthews. So it goes like this.
You're embarrassed about Dave Matthews.
I am. These are some gnarly lyrics. All right. Owen, you come crash into me, baby, and I come into you. Hike up your skirt a little more and show your world to me.
Hike. That was
Hike is the correct answer, man. Good job. Woo! I tried to hide it.
Hike is when the center gives the ball to the quarterback.
That's correct. That's a hike or a snap. It's a synonym. That is correct. A hike or a snap is when the handoff or pass from the center, which begins the play from the line of scrimmage. Good job.
Oh, and you come crash into me, baby, and I come into you. The handoff from the center to the quarterback, up your skirt a little more and show the world to me.
That is the correct answer. You're perfect this week, which means one of you out there is getting a free drink. Oh, my God. Be the first person on our Facebook page to use the word hike, and at the end of the sentence, I want a free drink. So the two words are hike and I want a free drink, and your own erotic sentence. Be the first person to do that on our Facebook page, and I will send you a free drink. And Pete, congrats, bro. Good job on this one.
Thank you.
Hey, it's time for Stories from the Road.
So, you are on the road, man. You're not just like stories from the road. You're living the road at this very moment.
I am literally on the road right now in a Comfort Suites. Okay, so I have something that happened to me on a flight this last week that was, I think, one of the funniest things that's happened to me on a flight. I wanted to share it with you and all of our Monday Club friends. Okay, so here's how it went down. I'm sitting in my normal spot that I normally get on an airplane, and there is a family of 4. So there's a mom, a dad, and 2 little kids that are sitting in the row in front of me. And the mom and dad are taking turns sitting in this row, while the kids are, I think, on their first airplane flight ever. And the parents are just trying to corral the kids as best as possible. Now, normally, I'm wearing my Bose noise-canceling headphones, and I can't hear anybody on the airplane, and I don't care. But my battery was out on my headphones, so I could still hear them. And the entire flight, they're just being kids, right? Like they're fighting over who gets their turn at the window, and they're just asking a bajillion questions, and right? So finally, we're making our descent, and we're about to come down through the clouds, and the kids look at their parents and they say, and I hear it through my headphones. They say, "Do you think there's going to be snow where we're going? I've never seen snow." And I sort of started tuning in a little bit, right? And the parents are like, "I don't know, kids. Like, we've been looking at the weather. We can't really tell." And they're like, "Oh, my God, I hope there's snow. I've been praying for snow. I've never seen snow." And the whole plane starts to kind of get quiet because everyone can hear these kids screaming. And they're like, "Oh, God, I hope there's snow. Please, God, let there be snow." And, like, they're hugging, and it's like 2 beautiful little perfect kids, right? Anyway, we come down out of the clouds, and the whole countryside is just covered in white, in snow. And they're like, "Yay! There's snow!" They're just so happy. And they're like, "Look, there's snow. Look, mommy, look, there's snow. Look, mommy, there's snow right there. Look, there's snow." Anyway, their kids are so freaking excited, and the whole plane is laughing, right? Everybody's laughing, and the parents are so embarrassed because their kids are so loud, but they're so excited about all this snow, and they're pointing on each side of the airplane. Look, there's snow over there, and there's snow over there. Look. Anyway, then there's a small lull, and then one of the kids goes, "Mom, I'm so excited. I bet it's going to be so cold. I'm going to want to be back in your tummy." And she's like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah. It's probably going to be so cold. I want to be back in your tummy. You know, where Daddy put me." And then the entire airplane just started laughing, and you could you could feel the heat baking off of these parents. Right? Anyway, it was the best flight ever.
Hilarious. You know where Daddy goes every night, in your tummy.
Where Daddy goes on Wednesdays.
If he's not sleeping on the couch.
That's right.
Oh, that's adorable, man.
It was really funny, and it was really fun to be part of that whole experience. Like, those kids just made everybody's day, and then where Daddy put me comment, and just seeing the parents just flush. It was so great.
Oh man, I had an experience. I don't want to say like that. I was much older. I was living in Orlando at the time, and I just wanted to see snow. I was down there for about, 6 months at the time, and I went home for Christmas, and all I wanted was snow, and we got dumped on, and it was amazing. I've never loved snow so much in my entire life. And
did you go out and make like snowmen and all that stuff?
Yeah, man, I was jumping off our porch into big snow banks, and we went because all my buddies were home for the Christmas, so we went to the local hill we used to go sledding on, and we brought like a 30 rack of Bud, and
nice.
We're like sledding all night long, drinking beers at the top of the hill, and it was pretty fun.
So I don't have a whole lot of experience with snow, but one of my favorite things about snow is exactly what you just said. If you're just hanging out with your buds, right? Like, it is so great to just take beers and just take them and just toss them into the snow. And then whenever you come out to them, those beers are like ice cold. It's magic. It's like the world is your cooler.
Yeah, in Maine, in the wintertime when we have parties or social gatherings, you don't put beer in the fridge. You put it on the deck.
Yeah.
You put it on the porch.
That's awesome.
That's it. You don't need anything else. No cooler.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Man, so my son, I feel so bad for him because the only time it snowed 3 times in Austin this year, which I know a lot of you that's not exciting, but in Texas, that might be a record of times that it's ever snowed. It
snowed in Texas? I didn't even know it could snow in Texas.
3 times already. I didn't think it could either, right? And so, anyway, but unfortunately for him, all 3 times that it snowed has been in the evening after he's gone to bed, and then he'll wake up, like we'll tell him, "Hey, it snowed," and he's looked outside and seen, "Oh, look, those are snowflakes." And then he's gone to bed, and he's waking up at like 5 o'clock in the morning so he can get up and play in the snow. And he's waking up and gotten dressed, and he'll knock on my door and be like, "Daddy, it's 6 o'clock. Let's get up. Let's go play in the snow." And I'll get up, and we'll go outside, and there's like nothing on the ground. There's like tumbleweeds and cactus growing outside. Like, there's just nothing, So yeah. Sorry, Bryce.
You need to do a winter vacation in the Northeast.
Yeah. Shannon would not be down with that. She does not deal with the cold. So I don't know if this counts as a stories from. I guess it counts as stories from the road. Sure, it does. So James and I just recently came back from a really weird show. So they hired us to do our full-on gold level show where we bring robotic lights and LED backdrops and our full-on deal, right? And we show up at the place, and the venue is an Econo Lodge.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah. So we show up at the Econo Lodge, And they say they have a conference center in the Econo Lodge, and we're like, okay. So we go and check out the conference center. My friend, the Econo Lodge conference center that we were at was the breakfast room. They just have a door at the breakfast room, and so they close it off, and that's their conference center.
You know why they had it at the Econo Lodge? Because they bought your gold level package.
That's right. Yeah, they couldn't afford anything else. The company's poor. No, I mean, they're doing all right. It's just, I don't know, man. There was nothing else. Quite literally, the only restaurants there are the Burger King and the Dairy Queen. That was it. There was no other places to eat. That was it. So anyway, we show up and we go in and we set up and everything's fine, man. The show is fine. It was all fine. It was Econo Lodge fine. But it was really weird because they hired this outside group to come in and help them. The Econo Lodge hired this outside group to help them with catering and bartending and serving all their guests and all this. And it was so freaking weird, man. Like, the people that they hired, as soon as they got there, did not want to work. Like, they didn't want to do anything. And so there was this awkward tension and stuff between the people who were staffed there and the Econo Lodge people. Like, they did not want to put out chairs. They were like, let's get out of here before they make us put up chairs. They were like, the whole thing was just super, super weird. So anyway, this is probably a bonus teachable moment, but you guys, just if you get hired to do something, like, just do your damn job, right? Like, go out there and do what you're hired for. Don't try to run away or skimp from doing it, man. You know?
No, I hear you, man. I had jobs I hated throughout my life, and every time I started complaining or not doing a good job, I'm like, I just was like, I gotta suck it up, man. This is what I'm here to do. I gotta do it.
Yeah, man, that's what they hired you to do. Let's finish it out, and we can complain about it later and drink away our sorrows. But just do your damn job, man. Do your job.
Yeah, I used to work for the weekends. Now I work for Mondays, so it's. That's the difference.
Nice.
That's the only difference.
Teachable moments.
Wow, you're getting low on whiskey, man. Like the bottle, not just your glass. You've gone back for a couple sips. Oh, nice. So my teachable moment this week is: do not ever order a back-ordered stove. Our stove shit the bed in November, our oven, and right before Thanksgiving when we were hosting, if you remember from that episode, and we ordered a stove that was on back order. They said it probably would be, no guarantees, it'd probably be in early to mid-December. Didn't come in first of the year. Called last week, said, we still don't have a date, might be in a few weeks. And so, yeah, we've had a stove top but no oven, and for over like almost 2 months now. So it's been a pain in the ass. And next week we're getting new floors done in our kitchen, and we'd love to have a new stove to put on those new floors. And I don't know if it's going to come in. So don't ever order a back-ordered stove. Make sure they've got it in stock so you can have a stove.
So the Monday Club question is: what are you doing for heating your food?
We've made a lot of food, extra food this week, and froze it. And we have a microwave still we can use. And we've been making stovetop recipes. I hard-boiled 10 eggs today, so I can have some breakfast throughout the week. And instant oatmeal from a microwave, you know. And we're going to probably order some Domino's a few days.
Man, so when we moved into our new house, one of the things we wanted to do is replace the appliances, and so we replaced the stove. But because of the way our kitchen is laid out, everything is all this custom cabinetry and stuff. So we took out the stove, and then we went to the Best Buy and we bought a new stove, but I didn't measure it, so we just bought the stove we wanted. And as they're delivering it, I'm looking at the space and I'm like, There's no way that fits.
Oh,
Like, there's just
no.
absolutely no way that fits. Anyway, the guys who were there, they were badass, and they got it in. They got it. There's quite literally, there's probably you could probably slip paper on either side of it, but maybe not. Like, it is so close. But they did it, and anyway, I just remember that was super scary. So, man, I'm sorry. I know that it's been since 2017 since you guys have had a stove. I wish you the best.
Last year. Yeah, we haven't had a stove since last year.
Yeah, I know.
And or today the guys came to unhook it because you have a gas stove, so you need the gas company to come in to unhook it safely. So so now we have zero stove, like not even a stove top until not maybe next week or the week after. So,
you poor bastard. All right, well, here's my teachable moment. My teachable moment is this, and it's I know it sounds crazy, but it's an actual teachable moment, so just bear with me. So, guys, if you've been listening to this podcast, you know that I've been trying to do the more healthy food diet, especially on the road. I'm trying to not eat meat as much as possible, and I'm trying to do lots of fruits and vegetables and nuts and grains and all that stuff. Anyway, I went to a gas station and I got a pack of pistachios, and I was the passenger, so I was sitting there and I was eating my pistachios, and I came to a pistachio. If anybody who's ever eaten a pistachio has had this happen, where you go to the thing, you have to crack the pistachio open, and usually it's really easy. There's a whole top thing you can get your fingernails in, you can open it, but every once in a while you come across that pistachio that either has like a tiny crack that you can't get your fingernails in, or it's no crack at all. Anyway, I came to a tiny crack of a pistachio.
So you're telling me you can't get your finger in the crack?
That's what I'm saying. I came to the tiny crack of the pistachio, and I tried to get my fingernails in there, and I like bent back one of my fingernails while I was trying to open up this nut. And then I had this epiphany. I was like, I'm a grown-ass man. Like, I can afford to just take one of, like, any of these pistachios that can't open easily and just throw them away. Like it's fine. I can throw one of these little nut things away and then just keep eating the rest of them and be totally happy. So that's my teachable moment, guys. Just go out there with age and wisdom and security comes the knowledge that really and truly you can let it go.
But Gus, you let the pistachio win.
That's one way to look at it. That, like, 19-year-old me looks at it that way and, like, goes out and gets a torch or like a Leatherman and just opens it up. But, like, at the space I am in life, like, it's okay. It's okay to let it go.
Well, man, cheers to you on this Monday, and to everybody else out there. Have a fantastic Monday Club.
We love you. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for listening. Hey, listen, you can find us on all kinds of social media. You can subscribe to us on iTunes and give us a little rating up there. We would love to have that happen. Also, you can find us at MondayClubPodcast.com, Facebook.com/MondayClubPodcast, Twitter @MondayClubPod, Instagram @MondayClubPodcast. Email us at MondayClubPodcast@gmail.com. Also, of course, a huge thank you to Mr. James Caldwell, our sound engineer. And for our music, a special shout out to Mr. Zach Holder. You guys be safe, go out there, stay warm, and we will see you next time on Monday Club.